And this is the opening contest, episode 17 of LWW Underground, which is the final episode before the New Beginnings pay-per-view finally is happening. After thinking how long. And the first person to come out is the World Heavyweight Champion, Marcus Mother Effin' Creed, who's defending that title against Jack 6 at the pay-per-view. And Marcus, from what I've been told, requested this match. He wanted to face somebody who was a member of the Supremacy after he defeated Marcus Phoenix, I believe, last time. And now he wants to take on the guy that's one of the leaders of the Supremacy in the case of Majin Buu. And Buu was like, alright, but if I beat you, if Jack somehow loses, I get a future world title shot. And Marcus was like, bet, from what I've been told. And Marcus, being the fighting champion that he is, I'm not surprised that he would accept those terms. And now he's out here taking on Buu in a non-title match. And I guess if Buu somehow manages to beat Marcus, and if Jack 6 loses to Marcus, then Buu would be the next one in line. After Jesus. Because Jesus still has his contract to freaking title match at Hunting Grounds against either Marcus or Jack 6, whoever walks out of New Beginnings 3 as the champion, because, he won the tournament out of glory. And here comes the former freaking tag team champion, former internet champion, former intergalactic champion in this company, and the freaking former tag team champion and former world champion in Mag Nation, and in TAW in the case of the tag team division. Freaking Majin Mother Effin' Buu and his freaking Triple H entrance. Buu is a legend when it comes to the wrestling business, and infamous in Dragon Ball Z for those who watch the anime. You probably already know this. And now Buu has probably one of the biggest matches in his career in front of him, where he challenges the world champion to a non-title match to start off the show for a pay-per-view. And if Buu somehow manages to win this match, and Jack 6 for whatever reason somehow loses, and if Jesus also loses to Creed or beats him, either way, then Buu would get a title shot against whoever the world champion is by that point. And even if he loses, Buu just loves coming out here and he likes fighting, because he just loves this. He loves this business and everything. Even though he can be a bit of a dick, and occasionally he'll turn somebody into chocolate. Must be good when he's having a sweet tooth, not the freaking clown that's freaking always hanging out in the parking lot in his weird ass sipped up ice cream truck. Buu likes candy, and sometimes if some heckler in the before a show, if is giving him shit, he'll turn them into candy. And it's like, seriously, Buu, we can't afford these lawsuits. Either way, Boo's is just one of the weirdest motherfuckers I've ever known in my life. But he's cool when he's not being a dick. And let's get this match underway to start off this show. And Buu immediately with a pair of punches to Creed, and just more punches and a kick to Creed, and Creed blocks that freaking uppercut attempt. But now they just traded punch blocks. And Creed with a headlock and an elbow to the face of Buu there. Into an armbar. Knee to the midsection at Creed by Buu. And a kick to midsection. And Creed blocks that punch. Arm drag by Creed to Buu. Creed with a headlock on Buu. Elbow to the face. And now Creed whipping Buu into the corner. Now Creed whipping Buu in the opposite corner for reasons, I guess. Running shoulder tackle in the corner to Buu by Marcus Creed. Now just grinding his knee against Buu's face. Elbow drop by Creed, which he missed, I think. A kick midsection of Creed there by Buu, and a pair of punches and a go behind. And Buu with a suplex to the world champion. They just ran right into each other, and again. And now Creed with a headlock on Buu. And Buu whipping Creed to the outside. And Creed punching Buu in the face when he tried to knock him off the apron. And Creed with a freaking neck breaker to Buu. And now Creed picking up Buu. And already going for the salute to the fallen to Buu. Going for cover is Creed. 1, 2, and Buu kicks out. And now Creed with a headlock on Buu. Face buster there. And now Creed, whatever the hell this is, and an elbow to the head of Buu there. And now Boo's pissed. Watch yourself, Creed. He might turn you into candy. I really don't want to have to ask Goku to go find the Dragon Balls. And now Creed going for a cover again. 1, 2, and Boo kicks out again. Arm drag to Boo by Creed there when he tried to go for a clothesline. And now Creed with a second salute to the fallen to Boo. And now Creed going for a cover on Boo. 1, 2, and Creed gets the win with the second salute to the fallen. And Creed showing just how tough he is, defeating one of the leaders, if not the leader of the Supremacy. And you know Jack 6 was probably watching that, because this is the second member of the Supremacy that Creed has beaten. If I had to guess, that was Marcus sending a message to Jack 6. I just beat you, 2 of your friends now, and I still haven't forgotten when I beat you over a year ago. So you know Jack 6 is probably gonna be pissed. And Jack 6 is in the main event tonight of this episode. He's taking on Agent 47. So it's gonna be interesting. And next match is Pinky taking on Starfire with their respective partners in the corners. That's gonna be crazy. And this next match is the first of 2 women's matches on the show, where Pinkie Pie, one half of the tag team champions in the women's division, it's the team known as the Rainbooms, taking on Raven from the Teen Titans. And obviously their tag partners are going to be in the corner on the outside. In Pinky's case, her cousin Applejack, who was randomly just right there in the corner, I didn't even see her come out here, is going to be in Pinky's corner, and Starfire will be in Raven's corner, even though I'm sure Raven's probably only begrudgingly allowing it because, you know, she's emo and all that crap. This is Pinky's first singles match in, I think, in like ever, and in like quite some time. And Raven hasn't had a singles match in quite some time either, and then again, Raven hasn't really been around that much lately. But, either way, be nice warm-up match for both these two. Especially considering the fact that Pinky and AJ have a women's tag team match at the pay-per-view against Tifa and Aerith. Plus, we don't usually get to see these two in singles action. The only member of the Rainbooms I know of that has had a singles career was, you know, obviously Rainbow Dash, aka the 2-time former women's champion. And here comes Raven, making her way slowly to the ring because, you know, she's brooding even on the way to the ring. And Starfire is waiting for her at the bottom of the ramp. I've seen her standing there because, you know, Starfire is able to teleport. Well, she's able to fly so fast into the arena, we don't even see her coming. And she's, from my freaking point of view, from where I'm sitting here at the commentary booth, Starfire is just happy to be here. And she is happy to be able to be here to support her best friend and tag team partner. And Teen Titans really haven't done anything since they formed their team. They've challenged for the tag titles in the past, I believe. Or they've tried to get an opportunity to get challenged for the tag titles in the past and came up short. And now half of the team is facing half of the current champions. And if Raven somehow managed to pin Pinky, it wouldn't land him a title shot, but it would freaking send a message. Since Raven hasn't had a singles match in quite some time, but you know how it is. Would be definitely crazy. And let's get this contest underway between these two. And Pinkie Pie damn near having her neck broken by freaking Raven. They were just that punch in midair. And Pinkie just knows how it's like, bitch, I can do things you have no idea freaking was possible. And I freaking, you know, and freaking Pinkie was just bouncing, flipping, jumping, spinning, freaking arm drag Raven there. Like I was saying, Pinkie can literally break the laws of reality, and her fourth wall breaking ability is crazy. Even though it is nerfed in the arena, when she's in the arena at least. But she's proved that she, even when it's supposed to be nerfed, she still somehow manages to bend reality. And freaking this offense from Pinkie Pie is insane. And I seen that double foot stomp she did to the back of Raven before. And Only Pinkie Pie would have an offense like this. Now Pinkie with a leg snap there, or whatever the heck it's called. AJ, why are you distracting the ref? A hurricane run by Pinkie to Raven there. Oh God, Pinkie going for a springboard, and she mostly missed. Good job, Pinkie. Raven blocking the drop kick attempt there. Now Pinkie whooping Raven in the corner. Watch out, ref. Oh God. Now Pinkie doing this jumping, bouncing, freaking flipping, spinning arm drag again. Shout out to Magnitude, by the way. And Pinkie with a spear to Raven! Out of nowhere. And now Starfire's up on the apron distracting the referee because, of course. And now Pinkie with an armbar on Raven. I still will never understand what that was called. And oh God. Now Pinkie, springboard, which she missed. Pinkie's like the Tony Hawk of this company. She hits like 1 or 2 springboard moves, and then moves at the top turnbuckle, and then she misses everything else. And now Raven's making a comeback, and just slams her down. And Raven with a clothesline to Pinkie, knocking her down. Oh God, now Raven going for a springboard. What in the fuck was that? And Pinkie was literally just kicked back up. And Raven with a DDT! Shout out to freaking real life wrestler Raven, by the way, with that DDT. And AJ distracting the referee. And a Raven with an armbar and Pinkie. And a shot to the arm of Pinkie by Raven. Clothesline by Raven again. And now Raven going for cover and Pinkie. 1, 2, and Pinkie kicks out. Clothesline again by Raven to Pinkie. Keep the crazy horse down, that's what I say. In this case, crazy girl. Oh God. Raven setting up for a spear. She's stealing Pinkie's thing, and she nails it. Going for cover, and Applejack's up on the apron distracting the referee again, trying to save her cousin from losing this match. And a Raven with a headlock on Pinkie, and a suplex. Now Raven dragging Pinkie into the middle of the ring. Going for a cover, and Pinkie just immediately kicks out, mostly because the ref is still distracted. Arm drag by Pinkie to Raven. Oh God. Pinkie with another springboard, which she actually nailed. Going for covers Pinkie. 1, and Starfire's up on the apron. This is why we shouldn't have managers out here, because they just cause distractions left and right. And Raven blocking kick from Pinkie there. Ripped to her. And now Raven going for a submission. This freaking sharpshooter much. AJ distracting the referee while Raven's trying to make Pinkie tap out, which I wish I luck at that. Now Raven picking up Pinkie. Spear again by Raven to Pinkie. Going for covers Raven. 1, 2, and Raven pins one half of the tag team champions. Kind of a bit of an upset there, but Raven also hasn't had a singles match in quite some time now. And even with Starfire's shenanigans and AJ's shenanigans on the outside, this was actually a pretty good match. And Raven actually picked up a singles win for once in her career. When was the last time that ever happened? And this is also kind of a bit of an upset for the Teen Titans, since now they technically somewhat hold a win over the tag team champions of the women's division. We have to wait and see how that turns out. One was AJ's going to pay back, probably knowing her. The next match, Captain America taking on Redneck Jay. If I'm ever told, we don't have to worry about Zeke being out here, because he's still back at the farm him and Jay live on most of the time. And the rest of the Avengers are off doing hero shit, from what I'm told. So it's just pretty much just them out here. And that match is going to be interesting. Oh God. Damian and Kevin Steen are brawling one another in the backstage area, and Damian with a suplex to Kevin Steen there is dumping Steen on his head. And these two are supposed to be facing each other for the US title, New Beginnings 3, and Damian knocking Kevin Steen in that thing right, early box right there. And now Kevin Steen driving Damian back first against that box and nailing him with the shoulder tackle. Where is our security? We need to get some help back here. Wherever this camera is at, is recording these guys. Freaking need to get these two separated before they freaking end up hurting each other and they end up screwing us out of that match, which I'm sure is going to be freaking epic as hell. Damon getting slammed against that box and Kevin Steen just swinging wildly with that enziguri. And a DDT on the pavement to Damien there by Kevin Steen. Now Kevin Steen just looking at Damien. And Kevin Steen blocking the kick from Damien there. And Kevin Steen hurling Damien into that door. And now Damien putting Kevin Steen against the door. And he just hurls him into that box. We need to seriously get these two separated. And Kevin Steen with an uppercut to Damien. And we still have a whole show to get to. Meanwhile, this brawl is happening. And Damien with a kick to Kevin Steen. And Damien sending Kevin Steen right into that door again. Now Kevin Steen putting Damien against the door. And just hurls him into the box again. We seriously need to get some help back here to separate these two. Now Damien blocking whatever Steen tried to go for there. And now Steen is just groggy, Damien just looking at him, probably talking shit. And Steen with an uppercut to Damien. And Steen just hurling him into that box again. And now just slamming him face first against that box. Oh god. And now Steen, don't do it, Steen! With a package pile driver to Damien on the concrete. Oh great, now Damien might have an injured fucking neck because Kevin Steen just package pile drived him on the concrete and now he's just celebrating like he won a match. Fuck you, Kevin Steen, you fucking douchebag. Asshole. Well, this was impromptu, freaking. I wasn't expecting this to be happening. Tommy Todd went out with the freaking Roadhouse Soldiers is making his way out here. And I'm being told to my headset that apparently he's going to be in a singles match tonight. I don't know who it's going to be against. But freaking, this is a first. First time I've seen Tommy without ATG around. Freaking funny thing about Tommy, it's the thing I've been hearing from people in the back whenever I'm in catering. People have been joking about calling him the new Battleship. And if you don't get that reference, look it up. There's a whole thing behind that. But apparently people are freaking joking about how Tommy's the new Battleship, whatever. And I guess Tommy must have taken that to heart and he's wearing a new elbow pad that's a bright ass red. Like the freaking pegs from Battleship or some shit, I don't know. Either way. First time Tommy's, I believe, ever been in a singles match. I believe. I just don't know who his opponent is, and I kind of feel bad for him, because Tommy's a tough son of a bitch. Especially considering he's from Texas. I just wonder, what the heck is ATG? Because usually the two of them never have seen apart from each other. This is the first time I've ever seen Tommy not freaking with ATG. And oh god, I know who this is. When the last time we seen this fucking asshole? Freaking Damien Sandow. This chode. Well, I guess he must have needed a paycheck because we haven't seen Sandow in months. And now he just randomly just pulls up to the arena and I guess wanted to freaking wrestle for reasons, I guess. And I guess when Tommy was asking for a match tonight, I guess Sandow must have took it. Gotta collect that paycheck somehow, I guess. Since I don't know how much he's making in the NWA these days in the case of Damien Sandow. So we're having a little impromptu match between Damien Sandow and Tommy Todd. One half of the New Gen Tag Champions. And potentially the future World Tag Team Champions on the main roster. Sandow, you're going to get your head taken off. Thinking that Tommy has it his way. And let's get this one-on-one match underway between these two, which was completely impromptu, by the way. And Tommy just socking Sandow in the face. And a shot to the back. And Sandow with a headlock on Tommy. Whipping Tommy in the corner. And now Sandow whipping Tommy in the opposite corner. Running shoulder tackle with Tommy Todd there by Sandow. And now just grinding his boot against Tommy Todd's throat. There's Damien Sandow. Drop kick by Sandow there. And now Tommy whipping Sandow into a knee to the midsection. Drop kick again by Sandow there, knocking down Tommy. And Tommy just kicks him off. Tommy just throwing wild punch there. And now go behind by Tommy just to slap the back ahead of Sandow. And now Sandow with a float over DDT. Or whatever the hell that was. And an elbow drop by Sandow there. And now Sandow just slamming Tommy's head against the ring. Misses the elbow drop there. Another DDT by Sandow to Tommy. And now Sandow dragging Tommy away from the ropes. Oh god, now Sandow's already trying to go for that douchey elbow he likes to use. I'm not saying the name of it, look it up. Going for cover Sandow. One. Only one count. It's going to take more than that douchey elbow that he likes to use. And now Sandow setting Tommy against the ropes. Whips him up to the outside to Sandow. Oh god. And now Sandow with a freaking DDT to the apron, Tommy tied. If ATG was here, he was going to be pissed. Now, Tommy freaking looked like he was knocked out there by Sandow's DDT. Now Tommy's just chasing after Sandow, who's just running away like a bitch. Look at this. The freaking Sandow is literally running away like a bitch from Tommy. Now he thought he knocked him out with that DDT to the apron. And now Sandow decides to grow a set of balls and go after Tommy. And now they're just brawling on the outside. And Sandow's shoving Tommy away. A bulldog by Tommy there to Sandow. And an elbow to the back of the head to Sandow by Tommy. Back body drop on the outside by Tommy to Sandow there. Clothesline by Tommy taking down Sandow. And they ran into each other again. And now they're both, well, at least Tommy's back in the ring. And Sandow is still just running around the ring. And a headlock by Sandow. Drop kick again to Tommy there by Sandow. And now slamming him against the ring some more. And now Tommy's pissed. And now Sandow with a headlock on Tommy. Into a neck breaker to Tommy there. And now Sandow dragging Tommy away from the ropes. Going for a cover, Sandow. 1, 2, and Tommy kicks out again. Headlock by Sandow on Tommy. And Tommy reverses it into a Russian leg sweep. Now Tommy picking up Sandow. And now Tommy, gut wrench slam there to Sandow. Going for a cover, Tommy. 1, 2, and Tommy gets the win with the gut wrench slam there. I was not expecting that. That tells you how strong Tommy is. If all it takes is him to just nail a gut wrench slam, and it just pins Sandow off of that. Tommy's scoring his first singles win, I believe, in this company. For an impromptu match, I enjoyed this match. Especially seeing Sandow running away like a bitch from Tommy. But either way. Next match is Sonya taking on Samus. Hopefully nothing else impromptu happens. And also, congrats on the win, Tommy. I see you have a pretty bright singles career in front of you someday. And this is the second women's match of the show, where Sonya takes on Samus Aran of the Nintendo Girls. It's surprising that they're actually coming out here by themselves. Sonya's not going to have Cammy with her, and Samus isn't going to have Zelda or Peach with her, which is surprising. Sonya demanded this match with Samus, since Samus recently embarrassed her in a match. And Sonya wasn't going to have that fucking embarrassment on her mind before she has this little title match with Zelda at the pay-per-view. And Samus was like, alright, I'll freaking just embarrass you a second time. It's already bad enough that Applejack freaking has also beaten Sonya in the past, if I remember correctly. But Miss Applejack's been bragging about that. She's been happy with as one half of tag team champions with Pinky at it, but she says she might consider challenging for the women's title in the future. Emphasis on the might. And here comes Samus. One of the toughest women on the roster. That's someone who doesn't take shit from anybody. And she definitely doesn't take shit from people like Sonya. And Samus is, like I said, she's pretty sure, if I remember correctly, she's pinned Sonya in the past. And now she's looking to do it again. Days before a big pay-per-view match in Sonya's case. Which would be huge for Samus. And that would just be insane. And it would probably piss Sonya off even more. Let's share what he is. And let's get this one-on-one match between these two away. And Sonya whooping Samus into the corner. Oh god. And now Sonya setting Samus on the top turnbuckle. Punch to the face. And Sonya going to the top turnbuckle already. Oh god. And Sonya the superplex of the outside of the ring to Samus. Freaking Sonya wanted to prove a point about how she felt the last time these two were in the ring together. And that's a point made. It was up to kind of 3 already. And Samus is dead on the outside of the ring from that superplex to the outside. And up to a count of 5 already. And Samus is finally back up, and now she's back in the ring. Go behind by Samus and Sonya, who just flips her over. And Sonya's just punching the hell out of Samus. No, Sonya just delivering more punches at the head of Samus as well. As Sonya, the go behind on Samus, into a suplex. And Sonya is just beating the hell out of Samus like she's been doing this entire match. No headlock on Samus, into a suplex again. As Sonya is delivering more punches at the head of Samus. Sonya has just been all over Samus since the bell rang. And Samus blocks the punch there into a headlock. And Sonya reverses it into an armbar. A shot to the arm of Samus there. And a belly-to-belly suplex by Sonya to Samus. Oh god, Sonya the springboard, and she missed. Good job. Now Samus punches the face of Sonya in the go behind, into a headlock. Clothesline knocks her down. Another clothesline knocking her down. And Samus with a power slam with Sonya. Now Samus with a neck breaker onto her knee. Now dragging Sonya from the ropes. Gun for cover Samus. 1, 2, and Sonya kicks out. And now Samus going for the Metroid DDT. And she nails it. And now Samus going for a cover on Sonya. 1, 2, and Sonya kicks out. Now Sonya whipping Samus into the corner. Close on, well, she missed actually. And Sonya with a German suplex to Samus. And now Sonya going for submission on Samus, even though she's probably too close to the ropes there. Or not. But Sonya's just trying to make Samus suffer. And send a message to Zelda. Samus manages to get out of the submission. And now Sonya going for the triple powerbomb she likes to use. There's the first one. And the second. And the third powerbomb to Samus by Sonya. And now Sonya going for cover. Only one count on Samus. Samus kicked out. And now Sonya going for an armbar submission on Samus. And Samus manages to get out of the submission as well. German suplex by Sonya to Samus. And Samus, breaking out of whatever Sonya tried to go for there, misses a clothesline to Sonya into an armbar. Chop the chest of Sonya by Samus there. Now just slamming her against the ring. Now Samus picking up Sonya. Sonya whipping Samus into the ropes. And an armbar by Sonya and Samus. What the fig was that? Now Sonya just delivering more punches straight to the dome of Samus. And then Sonya picking up Samus. The punch is Samus there in the headlock. And Samus wears it into a Russian leg sweep. And now Sonya the poke to the eyes of Samus there when she tried to go for something. German suplex to Samus by Sonya. Now Sonya going for cover on Samus. Only one count. Now calling up a tie between the two. Sean's gonna be happy about that. Into an armbar by Sonya. And now Sonya going for another submission on Samus, but her feet was right there by the ropes. Just a slap to the back head of Samus there by Sonya, who just whiffed a punch, and Samus makes her pay with a clothesline. And now just slams her head against the ring some more. And now Sonya's back up. Clothesline knocks her down. And another one. Off the ropes, heel kick by Sonya to Samus. Now Sonya going for the triple power bombs a second time. And there's the first one. And the second. And the third power bomb again. Now Sonya going for a cover. 1, 2, and Sonya gets the win over Samus. Samus was able to get some offense in, but Sonya was determined to send a message straight to Zelda. This is what awaits you in your future at New Beginnings 3 in our match, Zelda. Pretty much what Sonya was saying. Not really saying anything. And now Sonya going into that pay-per-view match with Zelda with momentum and possibly mental freaking, I don't know what the phrase is. Either way, Sonya freaking just destroyed Samus there. The next match, the main event of this episode, is Jack 6 taking on Agent 47. 47's gonna die, probably. And this is the next match on this episode of Underground, where Captain America, one half of the current tag team champions in the Avengers, takes on one half of the challengers at the pay-per-view coming up. Redneck Jay, who him and Zeke are former tag team champions, two-time main roster ones. The Avengers beat Jay and Zeke to win these titles, and also former New Gen tag team champions as well. Zeke and Jay have more tag team titles than anybody in the company. And that's saying something. Only other person has almost as many tag titles, reigns in the company as them is freaking M. Bison. Because he's a two-time tag champ, because he held it once with Moon Knight and he held it once with Joker. And that's all M. Bison's really ever done in his career, even though he's hoping to change that. Now that him and Joker form their own group. And here comes Redneck Jay. Probably one of the most popular guys in the roster. And a lot of people have been clamoring for him to be a singles guy. He's like, I will do the singles thing when I damn well feel like it. Right now, I like tagging with my freaking big, lovable brother. And I don't blame Jay. If he wanted to be if he wants to be a singles guy, he can do it whenever the heck he feels like. But right now, he just likes being a part of a tag team with his brother Zeke. And the people who are clamoring for him to break up the rednecks freaking need to leave him the hell alone. Either way, Jay's looking if he can whip some ass and if he can have fun doing it. And him and Zeke are looking forward to winning the tag titles back in the Avengers at the pay-per-view, from what I've been told. Have a pretty good chance of doing so, because the Rednecks are one of the best tag teams in the company. And they're tough sons of bitches. And you know freaking Roadhouse Soldiers are probably looking forward to having a chance to freaking face the Rednecks again, considering their history. That would be crazy. And let's get this one-on-one match on the way between these two. And Captain America will headlock on Jay, flips him over. Elbow to the top of the head. You know, Captain America blocking the kick there. And punch to the face, knocking Jay back down. Accidental knee drop there. I don't know what the hell that was by Captain America, but either way. Now, armbar by Captain America. And a body slam to Jay by Captain America there. Like Jay with kicking midsection of Captain America, whoops him up to the outside. And tosses him back in the ring. Knee to the face of Jay there again by Captain America. Captain America with a flurry of punches there, and that one gets blocked. And Jay with a big ass boot to Captain America. And that punch knocking him down. Spine buster by Jay to Captain America. Now Jay with a headlock on Captain America. Punch to the face, knocking him down. Jay does not hold back when it comes to his punches. And now Jay whipping Captain America in the ropes. Back body drop to Captain America by Jay. Collar elbow tap between the two. Sean McCarty's going to be happy somewhere. Into an armbar by Jay. Now Jay whipping Captain America into the corner. Whiff the punch there, Jay. Captain America blocks kick there, and Jay just shoves him off. And Captain America with more punches to Jay there, and an armbar. And Captain America with a suplex arm drag, whatever the hell that's called. Captain America picking Jay back up. Whoops him back in the ropes. Arm drag by Captain America to Jay there. Another weird knee drop, or whatever the heck that's called. Captain America picking Jay back up again, into a go-behind. And Captain America with a suplex to Jay. Another knee drop. Or elbow drop, one of the two. And now Captain America, belly-to-belly suplex, sort of. Captain America keeps doing that. They can still just weird. And now Captain America dragging Jay away from the ropes. Oh God. Now Captain America doing for his rendition of the "You Can't See Me" that John Cena likes to use. And nails it. Over covers Captain America. 1, 2, and Jay kicks out. And Jay blocking the punch there and punches him with one of his own. Captain America blocks that one into a go behind. Slams him down. And now Captain America with a knee to the face of Jay. Now Jay's back up. He's pissed. Into a headlock. And now Jay with a neck breaker. Captain America there. Sorry. Now Jay dragging Captain America away from the ropes. Going for a cover. Now Jay with a clothesline from hell. The Captain America there. Sorry. And now Jay dragging Captain America up from the ropes. Going for a cover. Only a 1 count. What the frick? Shoulder tackle by Jay to Captain America. Here Jay's spot. Now he's just punching the hell out of him because he's that pissed off. And just more punches to the dome with Captain America by Jay. And now Jay picking up Captain America. Kicked him midsection. Captain America just pair of punches there to Jay in a headlock. And misses that punch to Captain America. And dodges a clothesline. Shot to the back of Jay by Captain America there. Elbow to the face of Captain America. DDT by Jay Captain America. Captain America shoving Jay off. Clothesline knocks him down. Flipping neck breaker there. Or whatever the heck it's called. By Captain America. Now Captain America with another belly-to-belly suplex. Sort of. Another knee drop there by Captain America. Now Captain America, Hurricane Rana, into a roll-up. 1, 2, and Jay kicks out. And Jay blocking with Captain America trying to go for there. Clothesline! But he missed. Captain America dodged out of the way there. And now drags him from the ropes. Now Jay's back up. And Jay whipping Captain America into a belly-to-belly suplex of his own. It's like, bitch, I can do that too, motherfucker. Going for covers, Jay. One, not even one count. Punch to the face of Captain America, knocking him down there. And Jay blocks the kick from Captain America, trips him up. And now Jay's going for a Boston Crab. Trying to make Captain America tap, but he manages to crawl his way to the ropes. Punch the pair of punches there to the face of Captain America. Oh god. And now it's Captain America going for a Stars and Stripes pile driver for Jay. Now Captain America getting Jay away from the ropes. Going for the cover to Jay. 1, 2, and Captain America pins Redneck Jay. Captain America scores a win over one half of his opponents. We don't get to see Captain, and it's been a minute since Captain America had a singles match. Since the Tournament of Glory, I think. So that's probably going to be a confidence hit there for the Rednecks. Especially Jay. He's going to be pissed when he wakes up. And now the Avengers are going into the tag team title match with the Rednecks at New Beginnings 3 with the momentum. Next match, checking my notes, is the second of the 2 women's singles matches on this show tonight, where the number 1 contender for the women's world title, Sonya, takes on Samus. And considering what happened the last time Sonya was in the ring with a member of the Viking and Ten Gals, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And this is the main event of this episode of Underground with Jack 6, the number 1 contender for the world title, and also the LWW Rumble title, takes on Agent 47. And if you haven't seen the most recent episode of Rumble, you know why I mentioned that Jack 6 is the number 1 contender for the world title on Rumble. Go and watch that. I have the same name on Rumble as I do on YouTube. And make sure to leave a like and comment on that video. I would appreciate it. And Jack 6 is coming out here with intent to send a message to Marcus Creed after Creed defeated Boo early in the night. Handily. Jack 6 is probably livid about that, and he wants to send a message to Creed that you might have beaten me before, but at the pay-per-view, I'm going to whip your freaking sorry ass and take your world title. And here comes Agent 47, member of the Shade Trinity and Shades of Black in CIW. And probably he has one of the most devastating flatliners I've ever seen. And he doesn't get to wrestle very often, mostly because he's never around when we need him. Because, you know, he's an assassin. But when he does, he's actually able to free up some time in their schedule to show up to wrestle in this match. And he told me before the show he was not intimidated or afraid of Jack 6. He's just another guy that he's stepping in the ring with, and he sees it as another target he's going to get paid a lot of money for if he can take him out. Or at least pin him in the ring before his big match with Marcus Creed. And that would be huge for Agent 47, to pin the guy who has an opportunity to become world champion of 2 separate companies, or brands, but you know. That would be a huge upset for Agent 47. And it would be big for the Shade Trinity, since they haven't done dick since Neo lost the internet title. Well, those Blade's gone MIA and freaking the rest have freaking disappeared to who knows where. Well, 47 is like the only one that's been around. I mean, either way. For your sake, 47, I just hope you don't get murdered by Jack 6. And let's get this one-on-one main event underway between these two. A calm will tie up between the two. Sean McCartney's going to be happy about that. In case of Agent 47, not so much a Jack 6. Gutbuster Agent 47 by Jack 6. And now Jack 6 with a headlock on Agent 47. Whips him up. Agent 47 reverse with Jack 6 trying to go over there into a chin breaker. Now 47 will go behind on Jack 6 into a headlock. And Jack 6 just tosses him off like a sack of potatoes. Clothesline to 47. Jesus Christ. Did I mention that Jack 6 is pissed and he's not playing around here? And just knocking 47 out to the side of the ring. Jack 6 is not here to play around. He is pissed. And 47 like kicked to the back of the leg of Jack 6. And 47 with a suplex to Jack 6. Now 47 Try to go for a kick there, but Jack 6 blocks it into a belly-to-belly suplex. Now Jack 6 just beating the shit out of 47. Clothesline takes him down. And just more punches at Jack 6, just pummeling him. And now Jack 6 runs back in the ring, and so does 47. Carnival tap between the two again. And they go behind by Jack 6 into a headlock. And Jack 6 just punches him down. Now Jack 6 is beating the shit out of 47. Just more punches to the dome of 47 by Jack 6, who is... he's literally just taking out all of his anger and frustration and Boo losing earlier in the night to Creed on 47. Now 47 with an armbar on Jack 6. And 47 just punches him down. Now go behind by 47 on Jack 6. Whooping Jack 6. Nope, Jack 6 reverses into a chin breaker of his own. Turnabout's fair play, 47. Now Jack 6, whatever the hell that was. Now Jack 6 with a headlock on 47. Risen into a drop toe hold. Now 47 picking up Jack 6. Another carnival tie-up between the two of them. Jack 6 with an armbar on 47. And another gutbuster to 47. Oh god, now Jack 6 going for the Jack Bomb, and he nails it. Going for coverage, Jack 6. 1, 2, and 47 kicks out. Now headlock by 47 into a twisting neck breaker to Jack 6. There's another punch in the face of Jack 6 and into an armbar. And 47 just punching Jack 6 down again. And now 47 with a knee drop of Jack 6 there. You go behind by 47 on Jack 6, who just flips him over. And now Jack 6, German suplex to 47. And now Jack 6 telling 47 to get up. Which usually means he's setting up for the Megaton punch to 47. And now Jack 6 dragging 47 from the ropes. Going for cover is Jack 6. 1, 2, and 47 kicks out. What the fuck? Now Jack 6 whipping 47 into the corner. 47 with a loose dance press to Jack 6 and just raining down punches to the head of Jack 6. Take the midsection of Jack 6 by 47 there. Now go behind by Jack 6. Now going for a full Nelson on 47, trying to make him tap. .47 Bacon doesn't know where he's tapping onto this. But 47 breaks the full Nelson. There's more punches by Jack 6 knocking him in the corner there. Misses the close on this. 47 dodges and nails him with one of his own. And now 47 dragging Jack 6 away from the ropes. And now 47 just with these freaking calculated stomps to the various parts of Jack 6. And now going for covers 47. 1, 2, and Jack 6 kicks out. And now 47 with the silencer flatliner to Jack 6. Go for cover. 1, 2, and Jack 6 kicks out again. And 47, I don't know what the heck he was doing there. He just punched Jack 6 one time. And Jack 6 with a German suplex to 47. Jesus. Now Jack 6 going for another submission. Trying to make freaking 47 suffer and make him tap out. And 47 taps out to this submission. And Jack 6 is showing that he can win it not just with his power, but he knows how to submit people, apparently. Jack 6 with a win over Agent 47. Sending a message straight to Marcus Creed. You beat my friend during the show? I just destroyed this chump. This is what awaits you with the pay-per-view, motherfucker. But Jack 6 scoring a win over Agent 47 before the pay-per-view? Intriguing. Now Jack 6 has momentum going into that match with Marcus Creed.
And Creed, if I was you, I'd watch the hell out. Because Jack 6 is coming for you. And he wants that world title. You know, apparently Jack 6 is demanding a microphone while he's celebrating. He was just yelling for it. And somebody's just put a microphone in the ring for him. Thinking, this is going to be interesting. Jack 6 doesn't usually talk very much, so when he does talk, he makes it known when he has something to say. Now Jack 6, after just destroying Agent 47, is calling out Marcus Creed and is running his freaking mouth off towards him, mentioning the last time the two of them faced each other. And he's calling Creed out, and there's the world champion! He's coming out here, get him some! And now these two are just brawling up the arena rampway. These two are just beating the shit out of each other, and these two are supposed to have a pay-per-view match. We need to get these two separated. I'll see you at the pay-per-view. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, all that shit. I'll see you later. Peace!